Ricky slips an offload as Sebastian Chris away to Fogarty. This is a delightful opening from Ken. And now Walsh takes a chunk out of the surface. Barely over the 20.
I'll tell you what, the surface looks really slippery there. Just have a look how...
Yeah, it certainly has been. I mean, Ricky Stewart was coming into this game and no one can put together an ambush better than Ricky Stewart. His men and backs against the wall, as you mentioned.
The halves as Croker
tackle 5
is collected.
5 cut.
Harpner coming in over the top. That was the second tackle. The Canberra Raiders, they're lucky to get that penalty. The Broncos, 2 and 3 in the tackle and driving him back. I thought they won that tackle. You're allowed to lay on just that second longer. But the Broncos get the first penalty of the game.
It's a try! It's Jordan Rapida! Off to a flyer!
Yeah, well, they're fired up, aren't they?
Adam Reynolds in the top 10 as well. And that is beautiful. It's the Canberra still. Down to you, Corey Parker.
Yeah, it's been a real fast views in regards to what the team's going to turn up. And at the moment, the Broncos, their intensity is off. They are down. Been up for a long period of time, 5 games in a row, but they need to find why they won.
Shock Dan.
Oh, absolutely. And it goes to Haas and Harrigan getting in his way. Oh, there's the late offload. And too late. Oh, in fact, so late.
You catch it on the inside of Pat, go behind him and take advantage of it.
Over the top of opposition packs. I think they're trying to finesse their way around at the moment. They've gone wide down that left-hand side a couple of times instead of trying to go straight through the middle.
Oh, that's in the hands of Farnworth. So now Walsh. It's a good, strong run from the front rower. Out it comes to Carrigan. Linking up with Reynolds. Out now for Staggs. Goes, the one-on-one with Croker. The flick, though, goes astray. And no advantage for Schneider. It's just not happening for the Broncos right now. Yeah, we're not seeing the best of the Broncos at the moment, obviously.
Broncos have got them where they want them now. Just to see how strong their defence is and try and get the ball loose. Reynolds is on the ground now, injured. Something with the shin or the calf. Fogarty's had an age to put those kicks up. Just those little things.
We check touchline grounding, and if there's a shoulder charge on the way in.
Atkins and the touch judge weren't sure.
Separation. We have a decision.
But just watch the way he picks out when we see the replay. The way that he picks out Chris and just says, mate, you know what? I'm going to run over the top of you here. It's exactly what happened.
Reynolds started the season terribly with his accuracy. It's starting to come back, but that one just away. Raiders still in. Oh, Haas skittles them. That's how you start a set. Well, they've clicked into gear, it seems. The energy is back. Oh, no. So, clutching at either a shoulder or collarbone.
And that was a determined run, too, just to get back. Well, I'll tell you what, they are gifting field position now. The Raiders, albeit trying to get in the face of the Broncos, but a little bit too over-enthusiastic. Here comes the Broncos.
This time with Flegler. Okay, just... Reynolds on the last. Horsburgh takes a slip. Reynolds the other way. Walters manufactures an offload. Ricky sends it on. Carrigan. Somehow they're keeping it alive. Reynolds shakes off Young. Now the kick. That's going to take Walsh's running game out of it. The Raiders being in front pretty much from the get-go. That one was just too much to bear.
I do think they're at their best.
Got some news through on Tom Flegler. He has been ruled out of this contest with a Category 1, which, as you said, Dan, will rule him out of next week's game also. So huge blow for the Broncos.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Well handled by Fogarty. Side. Brilliant.
Gee, you got to have a look at that.
Jordan Rapida finds his way to the line.
Yeah, I mentioned a little bit earlier, he's at his best, Rapina, when he's up and about. Going and looking for the ball. Timoko it was with a good play the ball straight away. Dummy half like that on the back of a penalty. Rapana just pushes away. And Jesse Arthurs, pushes away, gives it to him too on the way up. I was going to say, they've been a bit ordinary in the attacking 20.
2023,
we'd never
but
play.
you wouldn't make any money. You'd be paying them. Oh, diabolical mistake. Snyder.
That's a concentration snap there after points.
Pakes out the back. Reynolds. Walsh. Got away. Oh, there's a strong tackle. Rapana all over far. Whitehead and Fogarty. Pakes has a little dart, but too far to cover. Raiders have one tackle to hang on here. Well, it's Carrigan at first receiver. Reynolds, Hunter tonight, rushed up. Out it comes to Walsh. Walsh, oh, he flicks it. It's kept in, now it goes out.
He would have scored there. Walsh, he was over the line.
Well, if all that connected, each angle, it's more Stark that he would have got there. Away from Walsh, this time doesn't go into touch. And Walsh, oh, hammered.
They've done a job on him here this evening. So
they're doing this without White. They're doing this without Tarpanet. And they've got the first set restart. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. But a penalty. Advantage. And now Albert Hopewadi has been very steady. 10th run. At the Mutley. Staggs again. And Staggs has to be careful. So the last play of the first half. No problem for Walsh. And he gets away from Chris. Oh, Horsburgh again. Just makes a bird of that when Walsh, just for a split second, threatened to do something very, very special. Well, the Raiders, this has been a hard-earned lead, a deserved lead, a 14-4 lead over the Brisbane Broncos. Broncos trying to avoid their first loss. No Tom Flegler in the first half. Marty Tapau. Strong. Boy, he did a number on poor Elliot Whitehead.
He's appealing for a crusher tackle here too. Holding the back of his neck. What a kick return that was.
This is a different Bronco side that's come out. Through. Hopewadi lost it. It's a try. It's Jordan Ricky. He thought he could get there. And in the end, particularly falls into his lap.
Well, it'll be interesting to hear. Here's the first run here. He wasn't able to get going in the first half because of the kick chase there from the Raiders. And that's a sure sign there. The first run there from Walsh from the back. Here's the grubber kick through. Should have been cleaned up at the back. Hard chase here from Ricky. Scores a try. Whitey couldn't clean up. I'll be interested to hear from Corey Parker right there on the ground. The Canberra Raiders not coming off their line with that enthusiasm to start the second half. And the Brisbane Broncos are in. They're getting plenty of room, time. The kick in behind. Hopewadi can't clean up. Ricky on the spot.
Effort areas of the game, they just quite simply weren't going after that in the first half. As for Ricky Stewart, he was really excited and happy with his team's application to the way they went about their business. However, their second halves over recent weeks have been a real...
Action's a kick. Walsh. Smart.
Yeah, and the chase just a little bit dropped off there. There's some solid defence. That's a little bit better there from the Raiders. Pick up the scraps, knocks the ball on.
What do you want it?
Well, this appeared to be played at... Oh, yes. Stuck the foot out. Oh, that's a big chance gone for Canberra. Around the knees. Reynolds, much more circumspect here, going end over end. After putting the last one out on the full. And Hopewadi, away from Walsh. Oh, and takes an unfortunate tumble. Carrigan the game this year, and there's the big man, Payne Haas. Here's Walford. Now Fogarty down the middle. Looks for support. It's Whitehead. Has to go himself. One tackle left. They were one pass away. Fogarty. Hopewadi.
They sum it up. I thought they would have went through the hands here. Here's a Wolford run. That sets it up. Fogarty straight through. Just have a look at Cobbo. Come across and make this tackle right here. That's the right winger. They go straight away to the left-hand side. They should have went through the hands. They gave the kick. Hopewadi just out jumps Farnworth, I think it was. And they get the try. And that is good play, the Raiders. They need to hit back, and they did. Katoni Staggs it was. Jumps over the top of him. Cobbo had to make the tackle back in field. Couldn't get back out there. And the Raiders are in.
Well, that's a beating as well. And it was that man, a dynamic run out of dummy half, which got them going. This for the Broncos.
Well, it's a good hit back from the Canberra Raiders too, generally in the second half after they've been scored against early. They generally drop their bundle a little bit. That's not the case.
Carrigan steaming onto it. Here's Haas. What a 1-2 punch. But then the pass is taken by Snyder. And he's away. He's got some speed. Pushes away from Walsh. Walsh comes back. But good toe from Snyder. Here come the Raiders. Fogarty out of dummy half. Timokor back to the middle. Oh, and he got by Ricky and almost by Carrigan. That's only tackle 2. What a chance. Young. Rapana. 2 tries in the first half. Now the Broncos have settled, but they've still got plenty of work to do here as Horsburgh is claimed. Comes here, Papali'is, they keep it to the middle. He'll want to offload.
Gee, I've seen him score a lot of tries, Clay.
He wasn't even looking for it, the Brisbane halfback.
Gee, that's all about mounting pressure, isn't it? Might be starting to get a little bit tired around the middle of the Broncos.
Geez, Hopewadi's been strong, hasn't he? And the try to boot. Oh, that's good contact from Mam. Whitehead thinks it was a little high. Yep, there's the late call. Big gamble taken there by Staggs, jamming in, but a very good tackle. They're going to work this side over, though. Young with the grubber. Young with the chase. Palacia with the clean-up.
Well, that was a great clean-up. We've seen him score tries.
Ball's gone. Palacia, he's fresh. And he makes 10 metres.
They're going to try and kick off a good play the ball here. That's been the problem the last couple of sets for Reynolds. That's better. He's got some space.
And straight to Chris. Canberra on top on the scoreboard. Wrong tap. There's Walters back in the game. Now it comes to Haas from close range, but the Raiders are there in numbers.
See, Fogarty's made some telling tackles in this game. Great tackle one-on-one.
Front-footed Carrigan. But into offside defenders. Too smart. Too smart, Pat Carrigan. Walters. Capewell. Capewell is just about there. But Starling and Fogarty made sure he wasn't going to get it down. Another tackle coming. Make it 2 extra tackles. Walsh. And discombobulated. He's going to run himself here. Back it comes to Staggs. It's all play on. It's all fair. Well, out of all that, that's tackle 1. Here's Carrigan. Oh, strong stuff from Whitehead with first contact. Haas. It goes the other way. Mam. Haas was waiting in the middle for a run, but Mam into Starling. Now it comes back that way. Haas away from Sailor, holding it out. And that's off hands. No hands. So that's tackle 4. Canberra holding on well. for now. Walsh, oh, that's forward, and it's out anyway.
Well, Cobbo just overran it. I think he was expecting the kick in.
Raiders down there with them. 10 the margin, 16 to play. Raiders against the odds. Backs to the wall. Timoko strong. Different way. They haven't had to come back from this sort of margin behind. Haas, and they are up against a very committed. It's almost slow to get up here. Reynolds, back the man, inside the rolls. Away he went from Starling. Harawira-Naida makes the tackle with Fogarty. Now Mam's kick, and Rapana takes the catch, finds Chris. And now Hopperati, you can see the Broncos here are trying to step things up. Can they force an error? Canberra just for the first time starting to look a little fatigued. They've worked so hard tonight. Oh, that's a bustling run from Timoko.
He's been good at the back, hasn't he? Timoko, every time he needs, or the Raiders need something, a big run.
He did well to get that pass dumped by Walters. Starling doesn't go much further. Raiders just happy to let him run and bring him down. Big last play. Big last play. Pass to Reynolds. There's the grubber that ricochets. Horsburgh falls on it.
Gee, they need a result there. They've scrapped all night, haven't they? The Canberra Raiders. Again, it's Horsburgh on the spot, but I've got to say, they're out on their feet, the Raiders.
They are bunched. You could throw a blanket over them.
And the other thing...
Numbers.
No, you're 100% right, Fogarty. It was that time. He's had...
at me, but those changes. But the referee does have discretion. So back down here, the Broncos with Carrigan. And now Palacia. He got away from Young, but look at the numbers again. Yet to force a drop out, the Broncos. Can I get something out of this? Reynolds, man, cut it out. Yes, it's Arthurs. Spectacular.
Gee, what a finish we're going to have. Arthurs leaves the ground. There's no way you're going to bump him into touch.
They couldn't leave it too much longer. But now they've given themselves a good amount of time to get the next try.
Yeah, the money ball from Mam. It's a beautiful cutout pass at the line. And that is a great finish.
Try the margin. And Rapana all over Herbie Farnworth. So Reynolds. So Carrigan there, back cramping up. And a fortunate rebound there for Rapana. He's going to claim he was collected high.
Gee, I'm not a big fan of letting the ball bounce. They're all looking at each other then, the Raiders.
Every play right now is an adventure. They got to the end of the set. Fogarty has been very good with these. Oh, that's an enormous kick. And Walsh composed. Snyder, though, is there. That is textbook from the Raiders.
Yeah, good chase too. A little bit of an effort play there from Snyder.
We're inside the last 5 minutes. Cobbo runs over Gula but doesn't go anywhere.
Let's hope they chance their hand here, the Broncos.
Arthur's chopped out.
One out running won't win it for.
Sometimes when you score a try and both get hit with the knees. They're down low. Mate, I've explained it now.
Let's see how low Rapana gets. It's hard to know what Taupau could have done, Block. It's hard to know.
Done anything. See how hard he was chasing?
Let's not... It's been a very solid set so far. Papali'i.
Raiders. Let's see if they've got anything left here.
So Farnworth running it. That's 2. Or Reynolds to Mam, and now Capewell, and the ball comes out. Canberra survives, so close. And an anticlimactic final play from the Broncos, who now are in. Now what do they do here? Fogarty, he's going to kick this time.
Chase hard.
Chris coming through. Perfect timing, but Walsh catches, finds Cobbo. Cobbo! And Croker there. What a return from him. Young, the tackle. They're going to go 98 metres in 2 plays. And it's not going to happen here.
And they've found something too, the Raiders, in defence.
And it's over. Oh, look at Ricky. This has been a hard-earned win. They have won with physicality, with intent, with desperation. And they have held on, and the Broncos have